Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to another one of Riverside Theatre Works Cocktail Cabarets. Take a moment, pour yourself a drink, and we have an incredible show ahead for you. This week, we are following up on last week. We are doing part 2 of our Best of Broadway theme. So you're going to hear a very wide variety of Broadway music from some of your favorite shows, anything from Phantom of the Opera to Rent and everything in between. Before we get started with the music, I do want to say a couple of thank yous. Of course, Michael O'Brien and Pauline Gilmartin, who are very essential part of my production team. Literally, once the show ends, we start working on next week, choosing the songs and the performers and getting the show together for you. So thank you guys. I couldn't do this without you. And of course, our founding director, Marietta Finney, who is tuning in as she does every week. To enjoy all of these wonderful performers. And thank you to the performers who have donated their time over and over, week after week. This is now, I think we're in our 8th week of bringing these shows to you in some variety. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate your time. And of course, you guys, the viewers, for tuning in. We hope that we can entertain you, inspire you, and maybe take you away from all the craziness that's happening in the world so we can just use music like we always do to escape and feel good. So this is obviously a free show, a live stream for you guys. And we do ask if you feel compelled. Any donation is greatly appreciated. You can easily log on to our website, rtwboston.org/donate. You'll see a tab pop up for Keep the Music Playing, and you can make a small donation. We appreciate any contribution you can make. So in the meantime, just like I said, pour yourself a cocktail. Cheers, happy Friday, happy weekend, and let's get this party started. We are going to start with a performer who I met when I was casting our production of Jesus Christ Superstar. I had the privilege of working with he and his wife, and they are new to parenthood. So for him to take the time out in this craziness of being a new dad and do this is just an awesome thing. So it's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Mr. Michael Warner.
Hi there, my name is Michael Warner, and tonight I will be singing Something's Coming from West Side Story. Could be, who knows? There's something due any day, I will know right away, soon as it shows. It make 'em cannonballing down from the sky, gleaming its high, bright as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, under a tree. I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, door will knock. Open the light, something's coming. Don't know when, but it soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Yes, it will. Maybe just by holding still, it'll be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy. Meet a guy, pull up a chair. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, maybe tonight. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you so much, Michael. Love that show. Love that song. Next up is a beautiful young woman who I've had the pleasure of working with many times in many shows. It is my pleasure to introduce Miss Caitlin Neville.
Thank you, PJ. The song that I'm going to be singing is I Get a Kick Out of You from Anything Goes. This show is actually incredibly special to me. It's where I got my first ever leading role when I was a senior in high school. It definitely helped me find myself and showed me not to be afraid to put myself out there and do what I love. So yeah, I will forever be grateful for it. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is that case when I'm out on a quiet spree, hiding vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Your alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get a kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sip, that would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. I always get a kick out of you, one of the sweetest human beings I know. So 5 years ago this very month, I had the incredible honor and responsibility to direct and produce one of the most epic musicals ever. And I have to be honest, I was scared. I was scared because it's such a big show. And I said, how can I do this? How can I bring this huge production to our somewhat intimate stage and make it work and give it the justice it deserves? So I sat down with the script, completely overwhelmed, and I just kept reading through. And I get to the end of the script, and one particular phrase stuck out to me. And I said, if I can deliver this one message, that's all I need to do. If I have 30 people on stage or 3 people, if I can deliver this part of this important message, then I've done my job. And that is, to love another person is to see the face of God. So 5 years ago this month, I directed and produced Les Mis at Riverside Theatre Works. And our next performer is going to pay tribute to that production as he played our Jean Valjean. I'm pleased to introduce Dave Daly.
Hi, everybody. Dave Daly here. I just wanted to take a second to say thank you to PJ and Marietta and all the other folks at RTW for keeping the music playing. And, Thank you again for asking me to participate in this tonight with all these other wonderful, talented performers that we have this evening. It's my honor tonight to reprise my dream role that PJ entrusted me with 5 years ago when I was lucky enough to play Valjean in RTW's production of Les Miserables. So tonight, without further ado, bring him home. But on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known, if God had granted me a son. Summers die one by one, how soon they fly. On and on, I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him
Thank you, Dave. That song and that show will always have a very special place in my heart. So I appreciate you spending the time to lend your talents to us tonight. And in keeping with our Les Mis theme here and our homage to one of the most epic and beautiful musicals ever written, I would like to introduce to you Miss Corinne Coates.
Hi, everyone. Very excited to be back for Best of Broadway Part 2. Tonight, I'm going to be singing a song from the classic Broadway musical, Les Miserables.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, when dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He's like the summer by my side. He fills my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me, and we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had dreamed my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Life has killed the dream I dreamed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Corinne. That was so beautiful. Next, I am going to introduce an amazingly talented couple who have been involved with Riverside for a long time. They've done a ton of directing there and teaching and performing, and they show up every week and they always deliver. I'm so grateful to have them as part of the Riverside family. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Laura and Stephen Markarian.
Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So this week for Broadway Week Part 2, we thought we would honor the jukebox
Mucosal. Yes, the mucosal. So here you'll have a medley we've created from Beautiful the Musical.
The
musical. Enjoy.
musical. Why can't we make these? I don't get it.
My tears are falling 'cause you've taken her away. And though it really hurts me so, there's something that I gotta say. Take good care of my baby. Please don't ever make her blue. Just tell her that you love her. Make sure you're thinking of her in everything you say and do. Take good care of my baby. Now don't you ever make her cry. Just let your love surround her. Paint a rainbow all around her. Don't let her see a cloudy sky. Once upon a time, that little girl was mine. If I had been true, I know she'd never be with you. So take good care of my baby. Be just as kind as you can be. And if you should discover that you don't really love her, just send my baby back home to me.
I always dreamed the boy I loved would come along, and he'd be tall, handsome, rich, and strong. Now that boy I love has come to me. He sure ain't the way I thought he'd be. He doesn't look like a movie star. He doesn't drive a Cadillac car. He sure ain't the boy I've been dreaming of. He's sure the boy I love. Let me tell you now, he'll never be a big businessman. He only buys on the installment plan. He's sure ain't the boy I've been dreaming of. He's sure the boy I love. When he holds me tight, everything's right. Crazy as it seems, I'm his, whatever he is. And I forget all of my dreams. Everybody knows I'll never hang diamonds round my neck. And all since I've an unemployment check. He sure ain't the boy I've been dreaming of, but he's sure the boy I love. Whoa, he's sure the boy I love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's sure the boy I love. Love you.
Love you too.
Happy Friday.
Bye, guys.
I guess it's now deemed Musical Theater Friday. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys so much. That was such a blast to watch. I literally feel like I'm sitting in your little dining room or nook of the world, and I love that part of it. It's so intimate. Thank you. Next up is a very talented young man who literally grew up at Riverside Theater Works, and I've seen him mature as a performer and as a human being. And it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Kevin DiCarlo.
If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty bitty rich, idle deedle deedle diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack, squawk, would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty bitty rich, idle diddle deedle diddle man, I'd see my wife like gold, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Aye, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important man in town would come to fall on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Revtevia, pardon me, Revtevia. Opposing problems that might cross around my side. Yabba-dee, yabba-dee, yabba. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I'd lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss their holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I want to give a shout out to your mom, Tracy Howard, who has been an incredible supporter of Riverside Theater Works over all the years that you've been involved in every way. She's now joined our board. She comes to every single show and buys a whole table, regardless of who shows up. She tunes into every single one of our shows. So hi, Tracy. I know you're watching, and cheers. Thank you for all of your support. Our next performer also grew up at Riverside Theater Works and is a little bit special to me because she's family. She has since moved to New York to pursue musical theater, but has come back due to the current state of affairs, which I am somewhat happy about because I get to see her all the time and do these cabaret shows with her. So I'm a very proud uncle, and I am pleased to introduce Miss Michaela Sabatino.
Thank you, Uncle PJ. I'm so excited to be back. I'm going to be singing There Are Worse Things I Could Do from Grease. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two, even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good. I suppose it could be true, but there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, and refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do.
Cheers, Michaela. So proud of you, as always. So before we go on with the rest of the show, I just want to remind you guys that this is a free show streaming on Facebook, and we're so happy to be able to keep you guys entertained in a time where I think we need music and this kind of collaboration more than ever. We do ask that if you can, to make a small donation to Riverside Theater Works. We are still trying to keep the doors open there in very difficult times, and we will persevere, and we promise that we will still be there when this is over, that we will be stronger than ever. So if you can, please go onto our website, rtwboston.org/donate. Click on the Keep the Music Playing button, and literally $1, $5, any contribution, any donation is so greatly appreciated, not only by myself, but by Marietta Finney, our founding director, by our teachers who we've kept employed by teaching lessons virtually. We're doing our best in these hard times, and we appreciate your support. Next up, I'm going to introduce a very talented young woman who I've worked with multiple times. I'm pleased to introduce to you Miss Kelly Neville.
Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood? This weird quirk I've tried to suppress or hide is a talent that could help me meet the wizard if I make good. So I'll make good. When I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth. When I meet the wizard, what I've waited for since birth, and with all his wizard wisdom, by my looks he won't be blinded. Do you think the wizard is dumb, or like Munchkin so small-minded? No, he'll say to me, I see who you truly are, a girl in my very life, and that's how we'll begin, the wizard and I. Once I'm with the wizard, my whole life will change, 'cause once you're with the wizard, no one thinks you're strange. No father's not proud of you, no sister acts ashamed, no boss has to love you. By the wizard you're acclaimed, and with gift joys cursed I have inside. Maybe less you'll know why when we are hand in hand, the wizard and I. One day you say to me, Alphaba, a girl who is so superior, shouldn't a girl who's so good inside have a magic exterior? And since hope's here to answer degree, does he fixated on your vertebrae? Would it be alright by you if I degreenify you? And of course that's not important to me. Alright, why not? I'll bring the fire. What up there will be the wizard and I. Yes, what up there will be the wizard and I.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Our next performer is going to sing a song from an upcoming RTW production in spring of 2021, so just about a year from now. We are very happy that we are able to bring to you Hello, Dolly, such a classic story, classic musical, and there is no one better than my friend Janet to give you a little preview.
Hi, everyone out there. I'd like to just thank PJ and Pauline and Michael O'Brien for helping me out, for having me back. And I'd like to wish you all a very lovely Friday evening and a great weekend. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I can hold my head up high, for I'm gonna go again, I'm gonna drive again, I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Look at that crowd up ahead, listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. When the whistle blows and the cymbals crash and the sparklers fill the sky, I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old drum, give me an overtime before the parade passes by. I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old drum, give me an overtime before the parade passes by.
Janet, thank you so much. We appreciate your time as always. Such a great performance as always. So next up, we have some incredibly talented young men who have performed with me and for me at Riverside Theater Works, but more importantly, came on board as music director and director/choreographers to help inspire and educate our youth. It is my pleasure to introduce Danny and Tommy.
Thank you, PJ. We are so happy and excited to be back again for another installment of this awesome program, and we are going to be singing for you tonight a number from a little unknown musical called The Phantom of the Opera. Ever heard of it? It is the longest running show on Broadway.
Yeah.
Yes, confirmed. And tonight we will be singing for you All I Ask of You. Danny will be singing the role of Raoul, and I will be singing the role of Christine.
Typecast.
Here we go. No more talk of darkness, forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom,
Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you. All I ask is every waking moment turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you'll need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you. Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you. All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to hide me. Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you, hear me beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of. All I ask for is one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you. Share each day with me, watch night each morning. Say you love, you know I do. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Thank you guys so much. I love hearing you guys sing together. And more importantly, I appreciate that you guys are part of our team at Riverside Theater Works. And again, helping us to educate the youth and inspire them to continue to perform. So next up, we have two people who, again, grew up at Riverside Theater Works. They've been part of the family for a very long time, and to have them come together to do a duet in these crazy virtual times is such an honor. It is my pleasure to introduce Caitlin Dekowitz and Andrew Smith.
Someone wants you, you know who. Now you're living, there's music in you.
Now you're hearing something new. Someone's playing the music in you.
Gotta move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can
sky. Make a wish come true. There is music in you.
I love that so much. I love seeing live musicians. That was just perfect. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. Okay, so this next number is from a show that I am hell-bent, quite honestly, on directing, choreographing, and producing at Riverside Theater Works. The rights just have not been available, but I am not stopping. I will get the rights to this show because I think our space is perfect for it. It is my pleasure to introduce Stephanie Wood and Chantel O'Brien doing a song from Rent the Musical.
Every single day I walk down the street, I hear people say, baby, so sweet. Ever since puberty, everybody stares at me. Boys, girls, I can't help it, baby. So be kind and don't lose your mind. Just remember that I'm your baby. Take me for what I am, who I was meant to be. And if you give a damn, take me, baby, believe me. Take me, baby, or leave me. A tiger in a cage can never see the sun. This diva needs her stage. Baby, let's have fun. You are the one to choose. Folks would kill to fill your shoes. You will love the limelight too now, baby. So be mine and don't waste my time crying. Oh, honey bear, are you still my baby? Take me for what I am, who I was meant to be. And if you give a damn, take me, baby, or leave me. No way can I be what I'm not. But hey, don't you want your girl hot? Don't fight, don't lose your head, 'cause every night, who's in your bed? Who's in your bed? Kiss Pooh.
It won't work. I look before I leap. I love margins and discipline. I make lists in my sleep, baby. What's my sin? Never quit. I follow through. I hate mess, but I love you. What to do with my impromptu, baby? So be wise, 'cause this girl satisfies. You got a prize, but don't compromise. You're one lucky baby. Take me for what I am.
A control freak.
Who I was meant to be.
That's not yet overactive.
And if you give a damn,
A lovable drone.
take me, baby.
And
or
it ain't no
leave me.
retentive. That's it.
The straw that breaks my back,
I quit.
unless you take it back.
Women, what is it about them? Can't live with them or without them. Take me for what I am,
Who I was meant to be.
and if you give a damn, take me, baby,
Take me, baby.
take me, baby.
Or leave me.
Guess I'm leaving.
I'm gone.
Okay, so you see why? It has to be done. It's going to be done. Thank you, ladies, so much for your time. Incredible. So next up, we have a very talented young woman who has been at Riverside for a very long time as a student and as a performer, and recently virtually graduated from high school and is moving on to college. And I directed and choreographed Sister Act the musical, and she was, I think, maybe 15 or 16 at the time. I'm not even sure, probably 15. And I was blown away by her talent then, and even more blown away now. It is my pleasure to introduce you guys to Miss Amber Cassidy.
Thank you, PJ. Hi, everyone. My name is Amber Cassidy, and this is Life I Never Led from Sister Act. I've never talked back. I've never slept late. I never sat down, told to stand straight. I've never let go and gone with the flow and don't even know really why. I've never asked questions or taken a dare. I've never worn clothes that might make people stare. I've never rebelled or stood up and yelled or even just held my head high. And all of the feelings unspoken, all of the truths unsaid, they're all I have left of the life I never led. I've never gone surfing or ran with the crowd or danced on a table or laughed much too loud. I've never quite dared to leave myself bared. I've just been too scared I might fall. I've never seen Paris so naked and kissed. I never quite realized just how much I've missed. And what did I get for hedging each bet? Another regret, and that's all. And all the feelings unspoken, all of the needs unfed, they're all that remain of the life I never led. Now that you've given me one little taste of it, and now that I know what I know, well, how can I go on ignoring the waste of it? After all these years, I clung to my fears. Would you help me let go? Help me let go. I want to be brave. I want to be strong. I want to believe I'm where I belong. To stand up and say I'm seizing the day, to not just obey but to choose. And I may not surf, I may not see France, but I have to know I still have a chance. And maybe I'll make a painful mistake. It's mine though to take or refuse. And all of the doors yet to open, all of the rooms ahead, they're beckoning bold, scary and new. But I'm standing tall and I'm walking through. What's gone may be gone, but I won't go on playing dead. Just start living the life I never Thank you.
How do I not tear up? Like a proud dad, like incredible. Okay, so this next song is from a musical that I directed and choreographed last spring, so about a year ago. Just a beautiful story about family and acceptance and love no matter what. Love is love, and that's how we live at Riverside Theatre Works. We we love what we do. We encourage people to just be safe there, express themselves. So I'm very glad that our next two talented performers chose this song. It is my pleasure to introduce Stephen Markarian and Michael O'Brien.
Strangely quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her. I think of
Strange,
her.
this Mary, she leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hope he'd never know. How can he see the girl and miss those hazel?
She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes a castle this house seemed to be, and I her bravest knight became. When my lady fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close and live at last in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me a lover.
I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there. Would God have let her stay? She has her eyes. She has my Lily's hazel eyes.
Those eyes that saw me happy long ago. How can I now forget that once I dared to be in love, alive and whole in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
Just incredible, incredible. Fantastic way to end the show. So before we sign off, I just want to, again, thank our performers for giving up their time. I want to thank Michael O'Brien, Pauline, Gil Martin for all of their help putting this together. Of course, thank you guys for tuning in. Our goal is to entertain, to inspire, and to keep the music playing through some very difficult times. So again, if you guys feel compelled and are able to make any kind of donation, it's greatly appreciated. Just go to our website, rtwboston.org/donate. Click on the tab that says Keep the Music Playing. We are still paying rent at French's Opera House and all of our utilities because we know we're coming back and stronger than ever. We have some very creative ideas on how we're going to have our summer camp this summer. So we're not going anywhere. In fact, we're going to rise up to the occasion and again, be stronger than ever. We already have our next 2 weeks of our cabaret all planned out. So next Friday, June 5th, we are doing Pop-Up Friday, which means the other direction from the Broadway. We are going to bring you all your favorite popular songs, which is a wide variety from country to, whatever you're hearing on the radio now, all your favorite artists. So please stay tuned for that. That's happening next Friday. And then the following Friday, June 12th, we are bringing back our seniors. We have a huge group of graduating seniors this year, and we want to honor them, and we are going to bring you these talented performers on Friday, June 12th. So thank you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful night, and remember that we are going to get through this, and we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Happy weekend.